Ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy of an element is defined as the amount of energy required to remove the most loosely bonded electron from an isolated gaseous atom. Suppose M is the isolated gaseous atom. So the removal of most loosely bonded electron from this metal is called ionization energy. In normal reaction, in this case, delta H, that is equal to ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. The ionization enthalpy is also called ionization potential because it is used to measure the amount of potential needed to remove the most loosely held electron from gaseous atom. The experimental value of ionization energy is determined by spectroscopy method and by using an electric current of gradual increasing intensity through the vapor of element in a discharge tube. So these are the two methods used for determination of ionization enthalpy. The ionization enthalpy can be expressed either as kilocalorie per mole, kilojoule per mole or electron volt per atoms. And we have to remember, smaller the value of ionization enthalpy, easier is to remove the electron from an atom. So there are some factors on which ionization enthalpy depends. The first one, size of the atom, then charge on the nucleus, screening effect of the inner electron, penetration effect of the electron, and electronic arrangement. So first one is the size of the atom. Ionization enthalpy depends upon the distance between the nucleus and electrons. That is the size of the atom. If the size of the atom is small, then the attractive forces between electron and nucleus is large. And if the size of the atom is bigger, then the attractive forces between the nucleus and electron is small. So we can say that if the size of the atom is small, then ionization energy is higher, and if the size of the atom is bigger, then the removal of electron from it, that is easier, and ionization energy is small. Then charge on the nucleus. The attractive force between nucleus and electron increase with increase in nuclear charge. It is because the force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of the charge on the nucleus and that of on the electrons. So with the increase in nuclear charge, it becomes more difficult to remove an electron and ionization energy increases. Third one is screening effect of the inner electrons. In case of multi-electron system, the outer most electrons are shielded from the nucleus by the inner electrons, which is called screening effect or shielding effect. As a result of this, the outer electron does not feel the full charge of the nucleus, and consequently the ionization energy of the element decreases. So we can say that the ionization enthalpy will decrease as the screening constant of inner electron increases. The fourth one is the penetration effect of electron. In case of multi-electron system, the electron in s orbitals have maximum probability of being near to the nucleus, and this probability it will go on decreasing in case of p orbital, d orbital and f orbitals. And in other words, s electron are more penetrating toward nucleus than p orbitals, and this penetration power will go on decreasing as we move toward d orbital and f orbitals. So penetration power, that is maximum in case of s orbitals. So in other words, the s electron in s orbital, it is closer to the nucleus and will be held firmly by the nucleus. So removal of electron from it become more difficult, and ultimately the ionization energy will increased. Then electronic arrangement. The ionization enthalpy also depend upon the electronic configuration of the atoms. If the electronic configuration is half filled or completely filled, then it will having the extra stability, and the removal of electrons from these orbitals become very difficult, and ultimately the ionization enthalpy will increase. So first one is the case of noble gases. In case of noble gases, there are 2 electrons in s orbital and 6 electrons in p orbital. So orbital will show the electronic configuration in which all the orbitals are fully filled, so it is extra stable. So removal of the electron from these orbitals required a very higher energy. Then the case of the beryllium and magnesium. In case of beryllium, the 2s orbital and the magnesium 3s orbital, these are completely filled, and the removal from these electrons are difficult, and ultimately their ionization energy is high. Then the case of nitrogen and phosphorus. In case of these orbitals, the 2p orbital and 3p orbital, they are having 3 electrons, so they are half filled, and half filled orbital are extra stable. So removal of electron from these orbitals required larger energy, and ultimately the ionization enthalpy are highest in these cases. So we can say that more stable the electronic configuration, greater is the ionization enthalpy. So it is all about the variation of ionization energy of some element in periodic table. So here s orbitals and p orbital have shown. The ionization energy will increase as we move left to right in periodic tables, and it will decrease as we move from top to the bottoms. It is very much clear from this graph. The noble gases having the maximum ionization enthalpy in case of s and p orbitals, while the group 1, that is the alkali metal, having the minimum ionization energy amongst s and p orbitals. Then variation of ionization enthalpy in a period. The ionization enthalpy increase with increase in atomic number in the period. So it is quite clear from these elements of second row, elements of periodic tables. As we move from left to right in periodic tables, the nuclear charge, they are going to increase. The nuclear charge, they are going to increase. And at the same time, the atomic sizes, they will decrease along the period. and thought energy level will remain same. So due to this, the ionization energy, they are going to increase when we can move from left to right. However, some irregularity in general trend has been noticed, and these are due to half filled or completely filled configuration which having the extra stability. So beryllium, it will having the higher ionization energy due to completely filled orbital. Nitrogen having higher ionization energy due to partly filled, and neon having the higher or maximum ionization energy due to the completely filled orbitals. So as we move left to right in period, the ionization energy increases due to the increase in nuclear charges and due to the decrease in the atomic sizes. So this is diagrammatically shown. As we move from lithium to beryllium, there is increase in ionization enthalpy, and it is due to increase in charge, and the charge, nuclear charge, that is going to increase, and the size of the atom, that is going to decrease. As we move from beryllium to boron, the ionization energy will decrease, and it is due to the electronic configuration. In case of beryllium, the electrons are fully filled. It will having 2s 2 electron, while in case of boron it will having 2s2 and 2p 1 electron. For the removal of this 1 electron, which is less stable, electronic configuration is easier. While we can move from boron to nitrogen through carbon, the ionization enthalpy will keep on increasing. It is due to increase in nuclear charge and decrease in atomic size. While we can move from nitrogen to oxygen, there is decrease in ionization enthalpy, and it is due to that the electronic configuration of nitrogen, that is 2s2 and 2p3, and it is extra stable, while the oxygen case it is 2s2 and 2p4. So nitrogen electronic configuration, that is extra stable, and removal of electron required higher energy. Then while moving from oxygen to neon through fluorine, the ionization enthalpy is going to continuously increase, and it is due to the decrease in atomic size and increase in nuclear charges. Then variation of ionization enthalpy in a group. When we move from top to bottom in a group, there is a gradual decrease in ionization enthalpy. The decrease in ionization enthalpy can be explained in terms of net effect of flowing factor. The first one, in going from top to bottom in group, the nuclear charges are increases. There is a gradual increase in atomic size due to the addition of principal quantum number or addition of main shell. And third one, there is increase in shielding effect on the outermost electron due to an increase in number of inner electrons. So these are the three factors. The effect of increase in atomic size and the shielding effect is much more than the effect of the increasing in nuclear charges. If we can compare the increase of shielding effect, that is much more or predominating upon the increase in nuclear charges and increase in atomic sizes. As a result, electron become less and less firmly held to the nucleus, and the removal of electron that become easier as we move from top to the bottom. So ultimately, ionization enthalpy that will going on decrease as we move from top to the bottom. So this graph is showing the gradual decrease in ionization enthalpy when we move from lithium to the cesium. Lithium will having the maximum ionization energy or ionization enthalpy in the group, while cesium will having the minimum ionization enthalpy in the group. Successive ionization enthalpy. The energy required to remove subsequent electron from the atom in the gaseous state are known as successive ionization enthalpy. The term first, second, third ionization enthalpy are used, and it is preferred to the removal of first, second and third electron respectively, and these may be represented as, suppose we are having an gaseous isolated atom M, and the removal of first electron from it required the energy that is represented by ionization energy 1. Similarly, the removal of second electron from it is called second ionization energy, and the removal of third electron from it is called third ionization energy, and respectively all these called successive ionization enthalpies. So let us see the example of the lithium. In case of lithium, the removal of first electron that can lead to the formation of lithium plus ion from the gaseous lithium atom, and the first ionization energy that is equal to 520 kilojoule per mole. Then removal of the second electron from lithium plus, which can lead to the formation of lithium 2 plus ion. The second ionization enthalpy that is equal to 7298 kilojoule per mole. So it is very much clear from these data, the second ionization enthalpy is very much higher than the first ionization enthalpy, and this is mainly due to the fact that after the removal of first electron, the atom change into monovalent positive ion. In the ion, number of electron decreases, but the nuclear charge remains same. As a result, the remaining electron are held more tightly by the nucleus, and it becomes difficult to remove the second electron from it. So it is the successive ionization enthalpies. Electron gain enthalpy. Just as energy is required to remove an electron from an atom, similarly energy is released when an electron is added to a neutral atom. This is called electron gain enthalpy. So electron gain enthalpy of an element is defined as the amount of energy released when an electron is added to neutral atom in gaseous state. So let us consider an neutral atom A in the gaseous state and an electron that is added to it, and it will change into an ion. The amount of energy released in this case delta H, that is equal to the electron gain enthalpy. In general, it may be noted that electron affinity may be regarded as enthalpy change when an electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom. The electron affinity or electron gain enthalpy have negative value in most of the element except the noble gases which have positive values. And it can normally expressed either as kilocalorie per mole, kilojoule per mole or electron volt per atoms. So this one is the table showing electron gain enthalpy in case of s orbitals and p orbitals. So the alkali metal having the less negative values and halogen having the maximum negative values, while noble gases are having the positive value. Factor affecting electron gain enthalpy. These are the main factors on which electron gain enthalpy depends. The first one is the nuclear charge, then size of the atom and electronic configuration. Nuclear charge. The electron gain enthalpy become more negative as the nuclear charge increase, and this is due to the greater attraction for the incoming electron if the nuclear charge is high. So nuclear charge, if the nuclear charge increase, then the electron gain enthalpy become more and more negative. Size of the atom. With the increase in size of the atom, the distance between nucleus and incoming electron increase, and this result in lesser attraction. Consequently, the electron gain enthalpy become less negative. So we can say that with increase in the size of atom, the electron gain enthalpy become less negative. Electronic configuration. The element having stable electronic configuration of half filled and completely filled balanced subshell show very small tendency to accept the additional electron, and thus they are having less negative electron gain enthalpies. Periodic trend. So first one is the variation of electron gain enthalpy in a period. On moving across a period from left to right, the size of the atom that is decreases, and the nuclear charges they are increases. Both these factors result into greater attraction for incoming electron. Therefore, electron gain enthalpy become more and more negative as we move left to right in the periodic tables. Variation of electron gain enthalpy in group. On moving down a group, when we can move from top to bottom, the size of atom and nuclear charge are increases. What the effect of increase in atomic size is much more pronounced than that of nuclear charge, and thus the additional electron feel less attraction due to the larger size of it. Consequently, electron gain enthalpy become less negative. So we can move from top to the bottom. The size of the atom that will going to increase, and the electron gain enthalpy that become less negative due to lesser attraction between nucleus and outermost or incoming electrons. Important trend in electron gain enthalpy. The first one, halogen have highest negative electron gain enthalpy. The electron gain enthalpy of the halogen are highly negative, and this is due to the participation of electronic configuration, that is ns2 np5, and it is have only tendency to accept the one electron, so that it can acquire the noble gas configuration. Thus, they have very strong tendency to accept an electron, and their electron gain enthalpy are so very high. So they are having the maximum electron gain enthalpy in the periodic tables. Electron gain enthalpy value of noble gases are positive, while those of beryllium, magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus are almost zero. So first of all, the case of the noble gases. In case of noble gases, they are having stable electronic configuration NS2, NP5, and it is completely filled. So they have absolutely no tendency to take an additional electron. This means that incoming electron enter the next principal quantum level if we have added an electron, and it does not feel any attraction for the incoming electron. So we have to add forcibly. So here we can require the energy. So it will having the positive value. Similarly for beryllium, it is 2s2, and for magnesium it is 3s2, and it is completely filled, so it is highly stable. In case of nitrogen, 2s2, 2p3, phosphorus 3s2, 3p3. So it is partly filled and having extra stability, and due to this extra stability they will show almost zero tendency and having almost zero electron gain enthalpies. Electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is unexpected, less negative than that of chlorine. The less negative electron affinity value of fluorine is due to very small size, and due to this there is a strong inter-electronic repulsion, and due to the compact size of 2p subshell of fluorine, the incoming electron does not feel any much attractions. So instead of fluorine, the maximum electron gain enthalpy that is shown by chlorine. So actual trend for the halogen for electron gain enthalpy, that is chlorine having the maximum, then fluorine, bromine and iodine. It is due to the smaller size of fluorine atoms and inter-electronic repulsion in this case. Successive electron gain enthalpy, like ionization enthalpy, the second and high electron gain enthalpy are almost possible. However, the second electron is added to negatively charged ion, and the addition is opposed by the inter-electronic repulsion or Coulombic repulsion. So let us take the case of the oxygen. If we can add an electron to it, it will change into O minus, and in this case energy is released that is equal to minus 141 kilojoule per mole. If we can try to add one more electron to this, so instead of attraction it will feel repulsion due to the presence of already the additional electron. So the value in this case that will having the positive value plus 780 kilojoule per mole. So we can say that energy is required in this case if we want to add further one electron to O minus. So it is all about the successive electron gain enthalpies.